Hello, beautiful souls. Today's pick a card reading uses the tarot, oracle cards, and runes to bring in some fiery messages from the dragons that you need to hear right now to get motivated. We have our little dragon mascot today that's kind of watching over us. And dragons are very, very to the point. And this is a very fiery message. It's meant to get you moving. The dragons can be kind of blunt in what they want to say, but we're going to see what they have to say. So, this reading is also timeless. Whenever you see it is when you're meant to see it. We have pile number 1, we have pile number 2, we have pile number 3, and pile number 4. Timestamps for each pile are in the description, as well as all the decks I'm using in this video. I will start with pile number 1, and if you need more time to choose a pile, please pause the video until you're ready. Here we go. Okay, my pile number 1. Let's see. First of all, you chose this rune. This is the rune of Awaz. It is the rune of the horse. It's supposed to look kind of like a horse. It's about movement and action and speed, freedom. You know, if you've ever seen a horse that wants to run when you're riding it, it's chomping at the bit. It's that kind of energy. It's a status symbol. It can be having dignity in the face of adversity. It's definitely the ability to move between worlds, to astral travel and psychic abilities, and, you know, perhaps you're able to speak with the dragons directly. That is that rune. Okay, and then let's see. Your first card here is Destruction. This is the card you chose, and it says releasing your anger. I'm just going to get it into the thing there. And it's about constructively releasing your anger. It's about, you know, anger is good for us because it shows us what's no longer working for us. You know, if you follow it and use it to tear down and destroy whatever no longer serves you for your highest good, kind of like the Tower card, you tear it down. You tear down that old crumbling foundation so that you can rebuild something stronger and better. You know, so it's about that kind of energy. This is what you need to do, is release that anger in a constructive way and tear down what's not working. That's the card you chose. Put it there. And then we have, let's see, Resilience, Transformation, Temperance, and the Seeker. Where should we'll just put that under there. Okay, maybe will it fit there? Yeah, we'll leave it there. We'll just move everything down just a little bit. Okay. Let's see here. All right, so we did Destruction. Next card is Resilience, finding your limits. And look at that. There's even fiery, you know, if you look at the fire in that person, amazing. You know, and resilience is knowing what your limits are and figuring that out for yourself, and then drawing the line and not letting anyone cross that line. You know, it's about setting healthy boundaries and sticking to them and saying no. You know, going within and finding what really works for you and what's not working for you. You know, decide what you want and know that you have the strength to get that. Very powerful message so far. And we have Transformation, defining yourself. I love that card. It's very cool. It's about embracing your own personal growth and changes. You're on a journey of self-transformation. You know, be bold. Decide who you want to be and become that. You know, look at all this first you got to tear down the structure so that you can rebuild it. You need that strong foundation to move forward from. So start with your strong foundation. Then you set the boundaries of that foundation and you stick to what you know is right in your heart. And this transformation that you're going through is deciding what you want to be. And, this change that you're going through is so huge. It's a massive transformation. It's about defining yourself and what's important to you and what you want to build that foundation on. So moving forward, it's all about your transformation and how you want things to be. Okay, so then you've got Temperance. And these cards are kind of like traditional tarot. And you've also got the sign, I think, for Sagittarius there, 14, and Jupiter. And Temperance is all about balance. Balance, moderation. It's about seeing the gray and not just the black and white. Seeing the whole spectrum and kind of staying in the middle so that you're not swinging too far in either direction, too far towards the black, too far towards the white. It's kind of having that moderation and staying in that middle ground, but it's also having an open mind so that you can see the whole picture, and everyone's perspective. It's about being that observer and don't just react without seeing all the different sides. Choose how you want to respond to situations. Have those healthy boundaries. And it's about your responding with love, responding out of that neutral place instead of out of anger. It's how you respond to situations. You can be angry, but you can still choose how you express that anger. And anger is a good thing. Like I said, it does show us what doesn't work for us in a way that we can't ignore a lot of times. I mean, some people can compartmentalize it. Maybe I'm too emotional, but I'm very, if I'm upset, you know it. I'm very emotional, but I've also learned to express it in a way that is helpful, because when you express anger just by yelling or screaming or in a destructive way, then you're not helping anybody. You're not helping yourself. The anger is there to point out what's wrong, but the way to fix that is through your transformation, and to fix it through that balance, through a balanced way. Don't let people cross your boundaries, but at the same time, you can do it in a kinder way that takes everyone's perspective into account. It's about that sort of energy. And then you've got the Seeker. And the Seeker is the Fool. It's 0. And the Seeker is about having faith, taking that leap of faith, knowing that you're going to land on your feet, trusting that you're going to find your way and that you have unlimited potential within you, believing in miracles. Just because you're angry about something and that's not working, you can still have boundaries and you can still be true to yourself and believe in yourself. Believe in your ability to respond and your ability to react in a positive manner, and being the observer and taking yourself out of it a little bit, from that emotional situation, taking yourself out and kind of looking at it as to what's not working for you specifically in this situation. What is the anger trying to teach you and show you? What boundary do you need to set from that anger? It's about that kind of energy. And the dragons, like I said, they don't really hold back. They just say it like it is, and this is what they're saying. Okay? So it can seem a little harsh at times, but it's really not. They're so wise. I think they have more patience than we would have if we had their level of wisdom. Put it that way. Let's do some more cards here and see what else the dragons want you to know. What else do you need to motivate you? Motivation. Fire dragon. Ha! Perfect for fire readings. And Kuan Yin's pink dragon. Okay. So the fire dragon burns up the lower energies around you. You are safe and protected. Be determined and inspired. Clear your soul pathway. Yes. It's perfect for this fiery motivation reading. And it's very true. Burn up the lower energies around you. Raise your vibrations. You know, fire is very good at cleansing the soul. And that is partly what that destruction is about, is cleansing yourself. And then you have Kuan Yin's pink dragon. Brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. See all your cords dissolve by transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom. Look for the divine around you. And what I heard during this is burn up those cords, the cords that connect you to other people. And, you know, don't give your power away. That's what I'm really hearing here is love yourself enough to follow that anger and decide what it's trying to teach you. Love yourself enough to do that and to set those boundaries and stick to those boundaries. Because if you have a line that you know you're not going to let be crossed, then you will handle it. You can handle the situation with love. And it's beautiful energy here because you really need to believe in yourself and believe in the miracles. You have that Fool card, that Seeker. You know, it's just everything in balance, but you've got this and you can handle it. I feel like you just don't want to handle it. You don't really, you've got all this energy and nowhere to put it kind of energy. It's just that kind of chomping at the bit, kind of don't know which way. You're just running in circles because you've got so much energy and you don't know what to do with it. And, you know, it's time to stop and look at why you have that. You know, what is really the core issue for you? You know, dig deep and find that. Find where you need the boundary. And then your transformation will really happen. You know, all things in moderation. Just like temperance. Let's see, what else do the dragons want you to know? What else do you need to know to be motivated here? How can you use your anger constructively? What do they need to know? Strength. Yes, you are strong. And one more. Dreamer. Beautiful. Strength is you have courage. You can endure. Find your center and spiral into your power. Yes, you've got this anger there for a reason. Use your inner strength to really uncover what the anger is hiding. Sometimes sadness can come out of anger. Hurt, you know, comes out as anger. That kind of thing, you know. And so even though you may be feeling anger, it could be another emotion behind it, and kind of digging into that and having the strength to look at yourself in a remove yourself from the situation in a more not subjective but objective manner, you know, and looking at yourself and looking at your anger. And then this is your transformation that you're going through. This is, you know, how do you want to define yourself? What do you want to be? Become that. You have that possibility. You have that strength. And then you've got dreamer. Your dreams have chosen you. Find fulfillment in pursuing your destiny. This is the magic of life. And look at that little baby dragon. Isn't that cute? So yes, your dreams are like your babies that you need to nurture. But you know, you're going through this transformation. And if you notice, okay, what I just got with this dragon here, you start off as the red with the anger, you know, you've got the red there in the points, and then the white in the middle. And this dragon here is white. your dreams. It's not black and white, but it's that tempering down that anger, figuring out where it's coming from and what's not working for you, and then transforming yourself and becoming that white dragon that you dream of. That's pretty profound. Let's see. We have some tarot cards here and see what else your dragons need you to know. We'll take that one. Yes, the Page of Wands. Be creative. Be very, very creative in what you want to manifest, in how you use your anger. Get creative with it. Really, you can talk to your anger like it's another person. Talk to it and see, what do you want from me? And find out what's, going on beneath the surface, what you need for that transformation, how to love yourself more and set those healthy boundaries. And then, but be creative in doing that. There's so many different ways you can do that. You can do that through art therapy, getting it all out there, sometimes just getting it out, journaling, writing, automatic writing, drawing, artwork, sculptures, anything that works for you, building, tearing things down, literally whatever works for you to get to the heart of the matter. Okay. And yes, you have the Seven of Wands. And see, all right, let me put this one down. You've got the Seven of Wands here. And see, it's kind of protecting its young. You're very, very, you tend to react very quickly in defense. But if you look at where that defensive feeling is coming from and why you're feeling so defensive, why did this trigger you? Why did this affect you? Because you can remove yourself from the situation and look at it from a more objective viewpoint, a higher perspective, and see like, oh, okay, well, that was a little bit too much, that reaction. Next time, I'm going to react this way. And then keep that in mind. And also keep in mind that there doesn't have to be a next time if you set that boundary, So it's about seeing yourself from that higher perspective. Because if you look at this, it's looking down on them from a higher perspective. And then you've got the Wheel of Fortune. And that is all about how everything is turning around and changing for the better for you. It's blossoming like the flower. Kuan Yin, the lotus flower. You've got that flower, and they're both pink. Let me see. Get them both up there. Because a lot of this reading doesn't have pink, but that pink and this pink here are very, very much about being in that heart space and blossoming into who you can become. Your transformation. Who do you want to become? And become that. You have that power within you. And then we've got these little dragon cards here. We're just going to end this with a couple of little messages from the dragons. What do the dragons want you to know? We'll go with that one. Dragon dreams. When you dream, you can receive. We now send your dreams full of guidance. Dreams where we can speak, unburdened by disbelief. In your dreams, your true self can hear our words. Yes, the dragons are talking to you. And dreams and dreamer, they're coming to you. Just like I said in the beginning there, it's almost like you're receiving the messages yourself. And then you've got dragon's luck. Good fortune will now be yours. We have been collecting abundance, fortunate meetings, all manner of good things for you, human child. We send them to you now. Know thou art blessed. Oops, see if I can get that to focus. Beautiful. So yes, they want you to know that they are with you, and that, right now you've got the ability to transform yourself and bring in all this good fortune, all of this transformation. And the Wheel of Fortune also speaks to good fortune. It's your luck is changing. Your luck is changing because you're changing. Your perspective is changing, just like with this. So it's beautiful. And being very creative, I'm sure you can find creative ways to figure this out. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so, so much for taking the time to watch this. Until next time, hugs and blessings to you. Okay, my pile number 2. You chose this rune, Fehu. Fehu is fee, money, prosperity, abundance. Um, it's no worries. You don't have to worry about your financial situation. Literally, no worries. See the abundance that's already around you and don't live in that scarcity mindset. Have gratitude for all that you already have, and more abundance will come. It's one of the most positive runes, I think. Love it. And then you chose the self, gathering your power. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, let's see. The self is, well, we'll talk about this one and then we'll lay out the rest. The self is gathering your power. It's taking that time to rest and relax, to recharge your battery, that Kundalini energy. Your power comes from within you, and it's about harnessing that energy, that power, that chi, prana, whatever you want to call it, and embodying your truth and building your power from within, because then you'll be able to rise to the occasion after you rest up. And also when you have that Kundalini rising, when you have that rising power, it takes time for your physical body to integrate that in. So while you may be raising your vibrations spiritually, it's about also taking the time to relax and rest and gather your strength and integrate all of that into the physical, incorporating everything together into the physical. Beautiful energy there. Then you've got trust. Oh, I love that card. Isn't that pretty? And then we've got, let me fix that. That's just weird how it's, you've got rebirth, you've got solar dragon, and you've got balance. Okay, so we're going to slide all these down. All right, let's see here. All right, so the self, gathering your power. Yes, integrating that power and resting, recuperating, taking that time that you need. And then you've got trust, love, and friendship. And I do love this card. And the way the little dragon's tail is around her head there, it almost looks like a headdress or something. It's just very, very cool. I love these cards, the artwork on them, all of them. They're absolutely beautiful. These are the Star Dragon cards. Amazing. So trust is about letting your walls down and trusting, Mostly, though, it's about trusting in yourself, that you can handle anything that's thrown at you and you can respond appropriately. It's about having that open heart and being open to giving and receiving love as well. Knowing that you deserve that. Because if you look at this, it almost looks like she's crying to me at first in the one eye. One eye is and one eye isn't kind of look. And it's kind of that, I know that's not what it is. It's markings, tattoos. But at any rate, that's the way I first saw it. And that's what I'm getting from this is, trusting yourself and having that open heart and knowing that, you can choose your friends wisely and it's safe to let your walls down with them. Knowing that you have this power within you to handle anything. You've got that. You don't need to have the walls up to protect you anymore. Then you've got rebirth, giving yourself a second chance. Phenomenal. And this is about the transformation. You're going through this huge transformation, and it's about not limiting yourself. You know, you have the ability to define who you are now. You are a new person, and the past does not need to hold you back anymore. You don't need the walls from the past. The past hurts are in the past. You don't need that in your future. You can let that go and let those walls down and be free to love and receive love. Because when you have the walls up, you're blocking both the bad and the good. You can't love anybody if you've got your walls up and you don't trust them. You have to work on that trusting yourself and knowing that you can handle it. And then you're reborn, and not letting the past hold you back, giving yourself that second chance and seeing all the potential around you and within you, mostly. Seeing all your potential, seeing that you're lovable and that you deserve love and that you won't be hurt again. You've got this power within you. Open your heart and love others and be open to receiving that love. You now are able to come from a place of wisdom from your past experiences. You can take the wisdom and leave the rest behind. Move forward in this and don't let that past hold you back. Don't let past hurts hold you back. And then you've got the solar dragon. This is the sun card, actually, in the traditional tarot. And it's about renewal and rejuvenation, happiness, contentment, looking at things in a new light and seeing your own light shining from within and stepping out into the dawn of a new day. That's all I can think of, the dawn of a new day. This is a new day. It's not the past. This is new, and it's a rebirth into the light. And literally you've got rebirth here, so they tie together very well. You can now move forward with confidence in yourself and see all the happiness and everything. Whatever your past situation was that caused you to put those walls up, you don't need to have them anymore. You've grown from this. You've changed from this. And now you're being reborn into a new day. This is a new time, a new day, a new you who can trust and love and be open. And, because it's very hard to not be vulnerable. If you think about it, people can resonate easier with you when you're vulnerable because you're open. Being vulnerable is a strength. It's not something that holds you back. So be open to receiving that love because it is all around you. And this new situation that you're in will never be like the one that put your walls up to begin with. And then you have balance here. And balance is the justice card. And it's saying that the truth is going to come out. Balance is going to be restored. Everything that you send out will come back to you. Live in honor, integrity, being kind and honest and generous. Be open. And then you'll reap the rewards of your good life. I mean, it's all that, because that's what you send out is coming back to you. And I wholeheartedly believe that you have put yourself out there. And yes, it's always risky to put yourself out there, but at this time, you've got everything you need. You can safely put yourself out there and be happy and shine, show your light, shine your light out in the world for others to see, because that's beautiful energy there. Let's see what else the dragons want you to know that you need to be motivated in. I think you really need to be motivated just to trust yourself that you can handle anything. You don't need the walls to protect you anymore. And then you've got the silver dragon. Illuminates your potential with higher light. Access untapped resources. Look into your soul and see higher possibilities. Yes. Look at that. You do. This is a whole different situation now than what you were in. Don't let the past hold you back. Give yourself that second chance. And then you've got the magenta dragon. Enables you to bring forward your soul wisdom. Again, moving forward. Awaken your soul memories and higher spiritual understanding. Prepare for accelerated ascension. Yes. So yes, kind of like this Kundalini energy that I felt. It's definitely, you're going through this huge process, and I think you're able to see things from that higher perspective now. And I don't think that your past is going to hold you back anymore. I think that you are reborn. I think you are going through this. You're transformed. It's beautiful. Okay. And I think you're learning that whole law of what you send out comes back to you. I think that you've kind of incorporated that, and you are being kinder to yourself as well as to others. You're always kind to others. You have that very loving energy, but you also have to be open to receive that love and know that you deserve that love. And yes, you're seeing now your higher potential. All of this is working together, but you also have to take a little time, though, to incorporate all of this. Don't expect your walls to come down overnight. You know, look at how the other person is acting or the situation is, and look at it from the higher perspective and gain insight into what they've done to earn your trust and what they've done to really that you can allow your walls to come down. So, look at it from that perspective as well. It's beautiful. Let's see. What else? We're gonna shuffle these. And what else do your dragons want you to know? What else do you need to know to be motivated? Quest. Be bold, and mighty forces will aid you. Take action. Good luck favors the brave. Yes. Yes. And one more. What do you need to be motivated? Strength. You have courage. You can endure. Find your center and spiral into your power. Yes, you have the strength. You've gotten through so much. You need to look at things not from a victim mentality, but through that survivor. You're a survivor. Look at everything that you've been through that caused you to put those walls up in the first place, and look at how strong you were to get through that. Because now you're coming out of that, and it's a new day, and now you've got to be brave and let those walls down and trust somebody. Trust a friend, trust someone. Open yourself to that love and friendship. That's really key here, is just being open. Because you are very powerful and you're on this mighty quest. And yes, you have the world in your hands. Literally. The whole world. You've got the sun and the world and justice. I mean, everything has come full circle. And now you've got the whole world in your hands. You've sent out that good energy. You have stayed true to yourself. You have been kind and generous and honest. And all of that is coming out, and it's going to be balanced. Even if it's not with the same person in the past, in the future, it's balanced, and you're going to receive back what you've put out. Because it's kind of that world cycle. The cycle of time and earth, the seasons, the changing. And then you've got the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, look at that. Your walls are coming down. Because, see, it looks almost like the way she's part of that tree. That's your walls, and they're coming down. And then you've got the sun up here, it looks like, illuminating her. And you've got that sun card. It's the new day, and it's time to let the walls down. Let's do one more. Beautiful, beautiful. And then you've got the Hierophant. Look at him. Very profound spiritual awakening, spiritual changes going on here. And that's what's allowing you to open yourself back up. I think that you've been through so much that now you're able to open yourself up because of all this spiritual knowledge and work that you've done on yourself. And now, you've got that beautiful, beautiful energy, because even this one has all those yellows and, almost like the sun lighting up the sky. And you're very magical, and you're seeing the magic in you're seeing the magic in life, and you're reborn. Beautiful. Let's see. We're going to see what else, these little dragon messages here, and see what else the dragons want you to know. I'm going to take that one. Believe in dragons. Humans often step back, believing their dreams to be impossible. With our energy, our support, you can attempt all that you dream of. Self-belief is our dragon gift. Inspiration will be the result. Yes. Beautiful. Yes. Be inspired. Talk to the dragons. They're there around you. And Dragon Moon. There are many forms of light upon planet Gaia, and all transmit healing rays. We ask you now to bathe in the light of the moon, and beneath its silver radiance, drink in its magic. Yes. Beautiful. Yes. And the moon also is very much tied in with your psychic abilities, your intuition, that knowingness that you feel. Now it's time to take down the walls, and that you're fine. You're going to be great. You're going to be better than ever. You're reborn through this. So yes, all of this in your soul and in your heart. It's time to trust, and it's time to let down those walls and see how far you've come in this spiritual transformation that you've gone through. Amazing energy. If you like this, don't forget to subscribe. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. And until next time, hugs and blessings to you. Okay, my pile number 3. You chose Nethuz. This rune is the rune of need. It looks very similar to Gibo, but this one has a slightly shorter this side and slightly longer this side. Still an X, and it's a little bit narrower than Gibo is generally just an X. But Nethuz is need, necessity, restraint. It's that being left out in the cold. It's recognizing that community is important for help and support, and that could be very needed at this time. Your basic needs. What needs aren't being met? How are you limiting yourself? You may need to buckle down and do what needs to be done. It's all about need. So let's see. Then you also chose protection, finding what's important. Look at that. Beautiful card. It's, protection is defining what really matters to you most, reassessing and reprioritizing your life, and then standing strong in your convictions and knowing that you have that divine protection all around you. There's safety in numbers. Seek those of a like mind, a like priorities, like vibration. Seek those that you resonate with. Be the protector and be the protected. You have both within you. And right now, you're safe. You don't have to worry. You are safe. But that whole safety in numbers kind of thing definitely goes along with that feeling left out in the cold. It's that almost ostracized feeling, like banished, or like you didn't have the support around you, the protection around you that you needed. It's that kind of feeling with that rune in that card. So let's see. And then you've got space. let's just get these all out and then we'll healing. Okay, solitaire and the magus. Maybe move these down a little bit more so we can see them all. Okay. Space. Space is really a phenomenal card. It's about, becoming an explorer, becoming an adventurer, and being bold, Think about how you move through your space. Are you restricted? What physical activity do you do or can you be doing? How can you either expand or contract your energy, your aura? Because we all do that consciously or subconsciously. We expand and contract our aura all the time, our energy. And we expand our energy through being happy, through doing things that are fun, through, that kind of thing, connecting with people that are on the same vibration as us. So raise your vibrations so that you can connect with that higher vibration, people, entities, whatever. But it's all about your space around you. And it may be that there's some travel involved, but it's about enjoying yourself, getting out and having more fun. Put yourself out there. Don't hold yourself back. It's all wide open. The possibilities are unlimited. If you think about space and how vast it is, that's your possibilities. Your possibilities are unlimited. And you can find that support again. You will have that support again. And then you've got healing, restoring hope. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I love that. And this is about, restoring hope. It's about allowing yourself time to heal, to rest and restore and go within and find your hope. If you think about it, it's always darkest before the dawn. A dark night of the soul, that horrible feeling happens right before tremendous growth and strength and vitality that you gain in the end. You are healing now. Know that you are healing, that you are safe, and that you've got the space to move around. It might be time to move. Either move your body physically with some exercise, hiking, walking, something that takes up space, and enjoy yourself a little bit more. And then get out and have fun. Don't hold yourself back. You are definitely healing and coming out of that dark space, but it's finding the hope. And one of my cards, it has a little hummingbird that always to me represents hope. And this one has this almost like a mermaid fairy type being, because if you look, they're in the dark, but she is, or it is, leading the way. It's hope. There's always hope. And finding your hope and what lights you up and what makes you happy. And moving. Physical exercise can raise your vibration. It can release chemicals in your brain that help fight against depression and all of that. But you are safe. You've got protection around you now. It's safe. And you're coming out of this now. And then you've got the solitaire. And the solitaire is the hermit in the traditional tarot. And see, it's about going within and seeing that higher perspective and becoming the observer. Follow your lantern one step at a time. You don't need to see the whole journey to begin. Just take that first step. Just take one step. It reminds me of the Archangel Uriel, who always lights up just one step along the way. You may not know where you're going, but if you follow that one step, soon you'll be able to see. And once you take that first step, and I want to say, if this is someone that's very, very depressed. Counseling, a therapist, professional help is not a weakness. It is something that can really tremendously help you. But you have to find that hope. You have to take that step. Just begin. What is that saying? A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Just take that first step, and you will come out of this faster than you know. And then you've got the magus. And this is the magician. He's sitting in the cup. He's got that sword. Is it a sword? Yes, it's a sword. He's got that sword in his hand. You are the magician. You can create your dream or vision. You have the power to shape your reality. This card is telling you that you already have all the tools and resources that you need right there at your disposal. You're more powerful than you know. And I think coming out of this whole thing has made you so much stronger than you've ever been. And you're only going to, when you're down so low, it's only up from there. You can only move up. So think about it that way too. Everything's up from there. Everything is going to get better, but you have to take the step. You have that power. You have the resources all within you. And it might be time for a move, like a physical move to a different place. It may be time just to travel, to put yourself out there and not stay home all the time, isolating yourself. Self-isolation is very much something that can come out of depression. And, looking at it from the fiery perspective too, what I just heard is that depression is anger turned inwards. It's anger turned in on yourself. So why are you angry with yourself? Looking at that and reassessing that and realizing where that's coming from and why you feel that way. It wasn't your fault, whatever somebody did to you. You don't control other people, but you can handle how you move forward from this. That's all you can change right now is the future, the present and the future. And the future starts by taking that one step in the present. That's what moves you forward. You need to, buckle down and do what needs to be done. And if that's professional counseling, then you need to take that first step and call somebody. Call a therapist, call a counselor, call a suicide prevention number. I know that they have them. Take that first step for yourself and bring yourself out of this, because you're going through some healing right now, and it's quite heavy energy. But the dragons really want you to get moving, either moving your body, moving house, traveling. They want you to find joy again and find that happiness again. And that's what you need to move through and move out of this. But moving your body and getting yourself out there is going to move this along. But you're not going to know, until you take that first step. And sometimes just helping others. If you feel ostracized or you feel like your community let you down, that kind of thing, then use that to help others who may feel the same way as you do, or the way that you did feel. As you're coming out of this, you can help others who have felt that same way through your experiences. Beautiful energy. Let's see here. See what else the dragons want you to know to be motivated. What else do you need to be motivated? Air Dragon helps you rise above earthly matters, communicate honestly, brings inspiration and hope, see life from a higher perspective. Yes. And if you think about it, air and space, a lot of the same similar energy. And that whole hope, healing, restoring hope, being inspiration and hope. That's what you need, is hope. Find your hope. Because you've got to have hope. I mean, things can always get better and they can change on a dime. And yes, you have this rainbow dragon. Look at that. Beautiful. It brings a leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust. Rediscover wisdom. Expect miracles. Accept opportunities. Yes, see, you have the resources. You have it all. So take that leap. See that joy all around you. You've got new doors opening for you, but you have to take the step to take the opportunity. Accept that opportunity. Beautiful. Look at that. That's what you need to do. Put yourself out there. And then have mercy. Let compassion fill your world. Offer kindness to all living things. What you give, you also receive. And I always think about, which I think I just said not too long ago, I always think about volunteering, helping others, being of service to others allows you to see things from that higher perspective. Help others get through what you've gone through. It's beautiful. And then you've got dance. Find your heart's rhythm. Step lightly and swing with the melody. Close your eyes and let joy lead the way. Yes, finding your joy and hope and living in that space, you've already got everything you need. You are the magician. You can create your life however you want, whether that's moving somewhere else, whether that's moving your body, but it's always taking that first step that you need to do towards that healing and that hope. It can be very healing to be of service to others. Do that and find your joy, find your hope, find your community, find your soul tribe. The ones that are really going to support you and hold you up and help you to become a better person. Find that. That's what you really, really need. Let's see here. What else do you need to be motivated? What else do the dragons want you to know? The Seven of Wands. Seeing things from that higher perspective. We just had this in one of the other ones. I don't remember. But again, if you look, they're all defensive. And the conflict and the arguing. But you know what? This perspective, looking down on them, is what you need to raise above and see it from the higher perspective and look down on your situation and see what you really need to change. Okay, and you got two more here. We got the Ten of Wands. Yes. She's got the weight of the world on her shoulders, the weight of the world on her back. She feels weighed down, and that's how you've been feeling for so long. That's why it's so important to start moving, to do something, to take that first step so that you can put down your burden, put down what's holding you, what's weighing you down. Put it down. You don't have to carry it anymore. You don't have to carry all that. That's your choice. So put it down. And then you've got the Four of Cups. And this, to me, is always my psychic abilities. She's scrying to me in the water. And it's all about you have those abilities within you. You can definitely see these little fairies and flowers there floating up. It's all about, maybe they're supposed to be cups. I guess they're cups. They look like flowers to me for some reason. But it's all about you can see the future and you can see the miracles and you can see things from that higher perspective. You have that intuitive gift, that clairvoyance that you already have. You don't have to worry because you've got that divine protection. Okay? Things are going to move forward, especially when you stay in that happy, joyful, again, that rhythm. All of that, when you accept those opportunities, that's what can bring you out of this, seeing from the higher perspective and really just taking that first step, They really want you to just move. They just want you to move. That's all I keep getting is you just got to move. You just got to do something. Okay? Just something. Even if it's something small, a small step is still a step in the right direction. Don't hold yourself back. And then you've got Dragon Awakening. It's easy to slip back into sleep, human child. The world does not want you to remember, but we will never let you forget the magnificence of your being. We will awaken you. Yes. And I feel like that's the awakening there, is that scrying, that seeing that. The dragons are with you, and they're not going to let you slide back into how it was before. Now things can be different. And you've got dragon sense. You are intuitive, human child. You can connect with realms in between and beyond your world. We dragons can heighten and sharpen your natural intuition. Breathe in and feel your every sense awaken and expand. Yes, just like I was talking about with your energy and your aura expanding and contracting. Well, you want to expand yourself. Expand that out. And yes, all of this is talking about your natural intuitive abilities. Use them and see things from that higher perspective and find what makes you happy. Find what lights you up and then go for it. Try something new. Try doing, to get yourself out there more. Try something new. Try salsa dancing. I don't know. Try pottery. Try something that encourages you to try something new, and you might love it, whatever it is. But it's all taking that first step. You just need to take the first step and get yourself moving. Beautiful, beautiful reading and beautiful energy here. Again, if you need professional help, call a therapist, call a counselor. There's all kinds of things in the United States, at least, you can call, and some of it's income based and things like that. There's things that you can do over the computer and like that for counseling. There's things over the phone. Whatever you can do, do it. Because if you're in a depressed state like that, you don't need to be. You can come out of that, but you may need professional help to come out of that. So I just want you to know that very much, because the world needs you and it needs you to shine your light. You know, if you like this reading, on that note, if you like this reading, don't forget to subscribe. And thank you so, so much for taking the time to watch this. Until next time, hugs and blessings to you. Okay, my pile number 4, you chose the rune Ansus, which Ansus is where we get the word answer. It's divine communication, it's spiritual gifts. It's that answers will be provided, ask and you shall receive kind of thing. You're getting those messages. Look for those messages and signs and omens, songs, even words that other people speak to you. You may get some sort of message from. Dreams, visions, downloads. It's just divine wisdom is what it is. You're getting all of that right now. And then you have the card Transcendence, achieving success. This is all about taking things to the next level, rising above, victory. You're so successful. And it's also a little bit about challenging yourself to do even more, transcend and raise up your vibrations. Don't compete with other people. It's a competition with yourself. It's always trying to do better than you did before. It's transcending. It's doing better than you always have. Taking things to that next level. You're achieving success. You've transformed. You're going through all this personal change. Decide who you want to be and become that. You can be the butterfly and emerge from that cocoon. It's kind of like he's breaking out of that, kind of like a butterfly comes out of a cocoon. if you really think about it and look at that. That's what I am told. Be bold. You've got it right now. You don't need to compete with anybody else. It's only yourself that you're competing with. And then you've got tranquility and bliss and the wounded dragon and love. Okay. So let's just get that up there a little bit. All right, so we did transcendence. You are transcending. You are achieving success. You are on this journey of self-transformation. You are definitely growing and changing and emerging from the cocoon. You've also got tranquility, harmonious inaction. Look at that. Look at all the pinks and stuff in that. Isn't that beautiful? It's taking time to go within, to restore yourself, that letting you know that everything's working itself out. You don't need to act yet. That's really what this card is saying. You don't need to do anything. It's harmonious inaction. You need this time really to integrate all of this transformation and growth, all of the success that you've achieved. It's kind of like you've achieved that. Now you've got to take some time to just rest and enjoy that. You can afford to rest on your laurels for a while. Take time in that cocoon so that when you emerge, you're emerging even stronger when you're ready. Give yourself that time and don't feel guilty about that. Don't let anybody make you feel guilty. You need this time. Your body needs this time to integrate all of this in. It does take time. And right now, everything's working itself out. You don't have to do anything. And then this is bliss, cherishing the day. It's just such a pretty card. It's enjoying yourself and following your bliss and seeing where it leads you. You might be surprised. It's about laughing and having fun and being playful, like these two are playing. It's that kind of energy. It's celebrating life. It's celebrating that victory that you've achieved. It's celebrating your victory over yourself, that victory that you've transcended, everything that you've come through. It's celebrating that and celebrating your achievements. You don't have to always be working. I almost feel like it's almost like a workaholic, that you've worked really, 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 really hard on all of this stuff for so long, and then you finally achieved it. And now it's kind of like, okay, what's my next thing? And you want to get achieving again. But you got to take a little time for yourself and celebrate that accomplishment first. Take that time to celebrate that and to follow your bliss, and then go back to doing that. But I think that when you follow your bliss, you're going to maybe change direction completely from where you would have been. I don't know. That's just what I've heard. The Wounded Dragon. This card is the Hangman in the traditional tarot. And it's... Sorry, my camera doesn't seem to be keeping up, but I will just keep talking and hope this is working. The Hangman, I always think of Odin hanging in the world tree Yggdrasil to receive the runes, and it's about having faith in yourself and sacrificing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, and letting go of what you think you know. Don't be a know-it-all. Let go of what you think you know so that you can be more open to receiving that divine wisdom, that guidance, that messages like this rune talks about. You have to let go of thinking you already know it all to be open to receiving all of these messages that you're going to. And then you've got love. And this is the same as the Lovers. It's Gemini energy. It's very much a choice. It's a choice between old patterns of belief, and they may have been more comfortable or feel like they're more comfortable, or it can be embracing a whole new perspective and the wisdom and messages that are coming in. You know, it's kind of that choice. You know, do you want to stay in your comfort zone or come out of your comfort zone a little bit and embrace these messages and that divine wisdom that you're getting? You know, that new perspective. But it's very much about loving yourself unconditionally and trusting that you will know what you need to do when the time comes. You know, love and accept yourself completely. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything. You know, love yourself and recognize how far you've come. Recognize how much you've grown and changed. And definitely celebrate your success, because right now you've got that success. It's time to celebrate. It's not time to move on to your next project yet. First, you have to figure out what that is. And by following your bliss and just doing what you enjoy for a minute, instead of working, take some time to play. You know, all work and no play makes you very, very successful, I guess, but also very boring. You know, you need that. You need that time to just relax, just integrate all this and relax and love and accept yourself. Accept that it's time. You know, everything goes in cycles. And right now, your cycle is time to relax and enjoy the day. Relax and celebrate your success. And then after that, then you can build on that and transcend that and move to the next level. But this is how you get to that next level, is just by relaxing, by taking that time to go within, meditate, you know, whatever you do to get yourself into that open state of mind to receive these messages that are coming in. Because the dragons' messages, I don't know, the dragons are definitely communicating with you. And let's see what else you need for motivation. The rainbow dragon, yes, just like bliss, brings the leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust, rediscover wisdom, expect miracles, accept opportunities. Yes, exactly. Because whatever your success is that you achieved is now going to open new doors, and you're going to move into a different phase. You know, you're coming out of that phase, but in the meantime, you need to just trust that everything's working itself out. You know, divine timing. You don't need to do anything. Just take that time. And yes, you have Kuan Yin's pink dragon. Brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. See all your cords dissolved by transcendent love. Again, you have transcendence and transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom. Look for the divine around you. Yes, look for those messages and those signs, those omens. You know, love yourself. You've got love and pink, Kuan Yin's pink dragon. You know, that karmic thing. And it's all about loving and accepting yourself completely, trusting that you've got this. You will know what to do when the time comes. Right now, you don't need to do anything. It's not time right now. It's time for harmonious inaction. So your motivation is to relax, which I think is actually hard for you. I think it's very hard for you to relax. You feel guilty that you're not doing something, you're not achieving something, but that's not how it is. You need to just take some time to relax, have fun, play. Action. See, stop hesitating. Movement creates a magic. Nothing can hold you back, but it's not time for action. You know, no, nothing can hold you back. It's that when the time comes, know and trust that you will be able to take the right action. But you take the right action by first going within and following your bliss and in cherishing the day. And yes, see, sacred space, exactly what I just said. Take time for the dreamer in you. Find your power in stillness. In your sacred space is the peace you seek. So, yes, it is. It's that sacred stillness, that sacred space, that going within, whether that is meditating, yoga, whatever you do to get into that sacred space and take that time, even if it's just daydreaming, take time for that and don't feel guilty about it. I keep hearing that I need to make it very clear. Don't feel guilty about this. You know, don't. Just don't. Let's see here. Do some of these. And yes, you've got the Three of Wands. See, just like your first card, achieving success, this is her waiting for her ships, watching for the ships to come in, and they're coming in. You've got that success coming in. It's already there. It's right there. And it's already coming in. You've got it all here. This is beautiful. And then you've got the King of Swords, and it's kind of like he's sitting there almost bored, like, I don't know what to do next. Like, I should be doing something, but I don't know what to do. And, but you've got the owl there, the wisdom, right above that, saying, no, step back, receive these messages. Let me, take some time here to just go within. Don't worry about moving so quickly. Take time to get these messages, these downloads, and incorporating them and integrating them in. And then you've got the Fool. And I thought you had the Fool, but no, that was a different reading. But yes, the Fool is all about taking that leap of faith, trusting in this divine timing, trusting in your divine timing of yourself, loving and accepting and trusting yourself completely, and knowing that you will move when the time is right, when it's time. Right now, the divine timing is just in action, enjoying your success, enjoying your ships coming in, taking time to sort through everything that the ships brought in, all that gold and success and treasure. Take some time to just sort through all of that. Get these messages in. Take that leap of joy. She is definitely taking a leap of joy, just like this card says. Take that leap of joy and just love and accept yourself, and know that you will know when the time is right to come out of your cocoon. You're kind of the butterfly right now, but you need that time in that cocoon to figure out what is next. But that divine wisdom that's coming in is what's going to help you. And then you've got Dragon Luck. Good fortune will now be yours. Yes, just like achieving success, just like the Three of Wands with your ships coming in, everything, the new opportunities. Good fortune will now be yours. We have been collecting abundance, fortunate meetings, all manner of good things for you, human child. We send them to you now. Know thou art blessed. Yes. Yes, you are very blessed, and you have a lot of success and achievement. And you really need to stop doubting yourself, and you really need to stop feeling guilty, because it's time to just rest and have fun. Do some things that just recharge your spirit. Whatever that is to you, do that. That's what you really need. And then you've got Dragon Dreams. When you dream, you can receive. We now send you dreams full of guidance. Again, just like Ansu's. Dreams where we can speak, unburdened by disbelief. In dreams, your true self can hear our words. Yes. And I feel like, because heal your wounds is what I literally heard in my head as I was trying to read that, it threw me off because it says hear our words, but I heard heal your wounds. So they're healing you in your dreams, through your sleep, through your sacred space, when you go within, they're helping you to heal and integrate all of this energy into you so that you can then be ready and rested up and ready for the action. Because I feel like you've just got this period of, reflecting on all your success first. And then, knowing that you've got more opportunities coming in because of that success, then you'll know when the time is right to take action. Don't be in a place of boredom. Start looking for things that have fun and listen to the wisdom in your soul. Listen to the answers you're getting, that divine downloads and divine messages, the omens, all of that. Um, I'd love to hear if this resonated with you. Don't forget to subscribe. And thank you so, so much for taking the time to watch this. Until next time, hugs and blessings to you.